were all nations deceived.
Revelation
18 and 3. Revelation 23. Excuse me.
Now, if you have a dictionary, we have a dictionary here.
You gotta do it online, Don.
No, it's
That's all right. One of the definitions of source, you look it up, is control.
Right.
You know, just cutting it up to the chase, a form of control. So the devil, with the mystery of unrighteousness, he's a control freak. Okay? All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, you want to read?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and read some text. Yeah, don't worry about sorcery. We'll come back to it. Thank you. Yeah, we'll get it later. But you can look it up on your own.
Yeah.
So, cutting down here, this is from the 4th volume of our textbook. Elohim, the archetype, original pattern of the universe.
This book has a different iteration. That's why it's hard for me to find it. This is like one of the latest.
What page is that?
This is page, I think it's volume 4, page, I think it's like 34.
Okay.
Volume 4.
Wait.
Okay, hold on.
78.
Okay. Okay, volume 4, page 78. And to cut it up short, I'll start with the paragraph, the devil was incarnated. I'll start down here. Because I already gave the basic script already. Okay, here. Okay, sorry, thank you. Thanks. The devil was incarnated in Pharaoh, okay? That's the physical manifestation. They could see that, and they felt it on their behind because what? Oppression. Just like we're feeling it today.
That's right.
You know, we're feeling the oppression of our money can't buy anything anymore. We're majorly stressed by these jobs who want you to work more hours. You get your pay cut by furlough days and all manifestation of laying off people, jobs being outsourced. There are no jobs. You know, okay, anyway. The devil was incarnated in Pharaoh, okay, but left his body after its death and was unrecognized in the wilderness. Because why? Because he ain't in the body cracking down on you physically no more. But guess what he manipulated in the wilderness? Mind. So that's the sorcery. You understand what I'm saying? Translate that down here today. Same principle. What was it? Okay. He caused confusion, discontent, disbelief, hatred, and idolatry. So some of the Israelites, after seeing the miracles in the land of Egypt, how they came out, and the power of Yahweh manifested through Moses, they still went back to idolatry. That's deep.
They still need it.
Okay, and idolatry among the Israelites, and they did not recognize him. So Elohim allowed serpents to bite them there in the wilderness, causing many of them to die, and others pleaded with Moses to appeal unto Yahweh Elohim, excuse me. When Moses appealed, Elohim told him to raise up a serpent in the wilderness, and those who were bitten by snakes and would look on the face of the serpent would be healed. Why did Yahweh do that? He let you be bit by that serpent, so you know the poison. You know what I'm saying? Now, right, the immunity now is because you see, you discern, you understand, right? What it is to be bit by the poison of this wicked system of Mr. Babylon. You know what I'm saying? So they had to look at it, but the invisible presence is what plagued them. Okay, he did this so the Israelites might discern just what it was that was causing all their troubles. It was none other than Satan in his invisible or corporeal form. Okay? So the powerful families in the elite Illuminati that rule this world, they have an invisible presence.
That's right.
At the highest levels. Right? So you get the point? So same analogy. And they hide behind layers of fronts of organizations and all kinds. And manipulate the ones you see out in front of you, as I repeat it again, that are in the news, in the political world, in the banking world. I'm not saying those people aren't powerful, because they're getting their powerful from there, right? From these wicked people. That's not the real power behind the throne. You got to get that. That real power behind the throne is invisible. In the sense they don't walk around and appear in the public. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to run into them on Oprah show.
That's right.
So keep that in mind. Okay, just keep that in mind. Okay. So now, don't worry about sorcery.
It's on.
You got it? Okay. Sorcery. Okay. Here's one definition. The art, the practices, or spells of a person who is supposed to exercise supernatural powers, okay, through the aid of evil spirits, black magic, and witchery. Now, I read another definition, I don't have it with me, that enhances that. You can look it up different places. But it also tells you that it is a form of control. The whole purpose, why would you go through all that? Because you want to control the person.
That's right.
Control their consciousness. thoughts so that you conform them to your belief system. And ultimately, in terms of these wicked spirits, they want to be worshipped. They see the power of Yahweh and his host and righteousness. That's the power they desire. They want to be worshipped. As else, just like Lucifer did in heaven. He just brought that calamity down here on earth. It says in Revelation, I paraphrase, it says the angels, when they overcame Lucifer and his host, or Satan's host by the blood of the Lamb, they said, look, woe unto you people of the earth. You have no idea. You have no idea. We are paraphrasing, woe unto you people of the earth, because now that wicked one has come down, to deceive you. It's like, have y'all ever had a bad tenant in your house? You're so glad you get rid of them? Let's not go off on a tangent. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Somebody that abused what you gave them and all that other stuff. But anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent. Just a little humor there. Okay. So now, what I want to do is, I think that I'm going to start out with reading, I know what I'm going to start out with. This is the book that, since I got a lot of time here, the book that recently Lee has acquired for our study here at Plym called Worldwide Evil and Misery. It's the title of the book, Worldwide Evil and Misery. And I'm sorry, the subtitle I should say is The Legacy of the 13 Satanic Bloodlines. Okay? And this is written by Robin de Ruiter, R-U-I-T-E-R. I believe that's French.
Dutch.
It's Dutch? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Dutch. And this is a hard to get book. I think it was banned in some country. It was banned.
France, I think.
But for the people who will watch this on video, what are the 13 bloodlines? Now you got to look at the principle here. These are 13 of the most powerful bloodline families in the earth, in this world, that rule this world. I told you there are some of these people that I just mentioned you about, the elite. Now, and some of those families have others pulling their string. Offshoots. I told you there's an invisible presence behind all this as well. Now, why 13? Simple. The devil is a copycat.
Big time.
When the children of Israel came out here in the wilderness, it was 12 tribes of Israel, and the 13th would be represented by the tabernacle, or where Yahweh dwelled in that tabernacle. That was the 13th. So you got 12 gathered around one, which is 13. Simple. Yahshua did his ministry, 12 apostles. He was what? The 13th. This has been copycatted down throughout history. So when you go to King Arthur, he had how many knights of his round table? 12, and he being the king was what?
13.
Hitler copied the same model. Hitler had 12 heads, or I don't remember what they called them, but he had 12 heads. He had like a round kind of circle table, whatever you want to call it, and he would do 13. So when you look at that principle, you say, oh, okay, I see. It's copying that same principle. This pattern doesn't lie. So Dr. Kimmy told you, whatever you want to know, it's on this chart. Not literally, the principles once you understand it. So now this is what this author has to say about the power of the elite and their belief system. Let's see, for the sake of time, I think you want to go to on page 121, start with a lot has been written, and go down to the family about the power, go down to the next paragraph about the most powerful cult bloodlines around the world. It starts at, a lot has been written.
A lot has been written about the Illuminati and their plan to change the whole of the humanity into a worldwide slave state. There are only a few people that know about the importance of bloodlines within higher circles of the Illuminati. To understand and expose the Illuminati, it's very important to know the significance of the Illuminati bloodlines. An understanding of these bloodlines opens up a whole new understanding of history. It's the key to understand history. According to the Illuminati, the magical occult power of a human being is stored in the blood. If someone does not have the right occult power in his blood, he will never make his way into the Illuminati families, the leading Illuminati families.
Let's hold that right there. Now, somebody gave the scriptures where the Messiah told his disciples, he said, look, the life is in the blood.
Yep.
And we told you, the devil, the wicked system, those evil spirits, whatever you want to call it, he is a copycat. So if the Messiah said the life is in the blood, in his true righteous blood, the demonic spirits and the elite of this world that are basically the self-same satanic group, it's no surprise they believe in the power of what? Of blood, okay? Or a bloodline. Now, Yahshua himself, Yahshua Messiah, he was not the offspring, literally, of Mary and Joseph.
Right.
That was Yahweh Elohim, or God himself, manifested in a body. But the scripture says it was supposed, that's in there, that's good. It was supposed he was the son of Mary and Joseph.
Right.
But this is the true spiritual bloodline in righteousness. Because since the outpouring of the Holy Spirit, there is no more generations or bloodlines to be epitomized or worshipped or considered elite according to the flesh. There is no more bloodline after the flesh. Because what? We are heirs to the truth of the power of the Messiah, what? Of the Holy Spirit. You understand what I'm saying? The devil has to copycat the system since he's nothing but a carnal-minded, corrupted, wicked spirit. He desires a physical manifestation or a physical bloodline to wield his power through.
Right.
Does everybody get my point? So he is obsessed. They are obsessed with the purity of a bloodline in the flesh, whereas that is no longer valid according to the scriptures. That's just a mystery of iniquity working out its heinous, deceitful deeds. But
These people are, these bloodline people are literally related to Satan. They're literally related to him.
yes, but you know, the only thing, God, we have to be careful how we say that.
Okay.
Satan is an angelic being, a
That's
spiritual
right.
being.
But if he inhabited the body and then had a, or try, you know, he's gonna copy.
Yes.
So somewhere, because when he says in the blood, that's why he said bloodlines, because if they have a certain gene or whatever, it'll boost their magic.
That's correct. And
Right.
we can read that, after
Right.
we can read this in this
And
article.
without
that
put a
They
Holy Spirit
seek,
did for
they
us
seek
and
people.
everybody, regardless of bloodline, but they can receive the principle of that.
That's correct, that's correct. They seek other physical genealogical bloodlines. Everybody know what I'm talking about? Because wicked people do. Especially if they seem to have some kind of power. Like people who have gifts of clairvoyancy or some of the tribes, like the Native American tribes and things like that. They often have a lot of offspring or children or intermix secretly because they believe that those literal genealogical fleshly bloodlines will enhance or give them certain power. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Now we know the true power, if you want to say a bloodline, we're the bloodline of Yahshua Messiah, right? Everybody in this room who believes in the spirit within them, not a physical, literal bloodline. And we ain't trying to be no descendants of Yahshua and Mary. That's a lie. Say he had,
That's right.
he had a
That's
literal
a lie.
woman after the flesh and had children, had sex with her. He said the whole creation, or Israel is my bride.
That's right.
We represent Israel, that body of Elohim. He is the only husband. All right, I want y'all to forget. Finish here. Okay, going down where you were.
The Illuminati explore and accumulate their bloodlines. They seek to capture the occult power of the most powerful occult bloodlines around the world. In tracking the bloodline, it has become apparent that the European Illuminati bloodlines were trying to integrate some bloodlines of the Aborigines of Australia and the Bushmen of the Kalahari. They were also interested in the bloodlines of some of the North American Indian tribes.
Yeah, we'll just leave it there. I gotta skip around a little bit. Go down to the sentence, if we contemplate the bloodlines and then.
If we contemplate the bloodlines of the leading Illuminati, we will get an impression of their unprecedented power. Every member has its own right, has its own place in the hierarchy. The destiny of each leader is determined by its origin and specific bloodline. Each of them has his own satanic leadership role as king, queen, prince, or princess of darkness. They secretly rule over areas of the world for their own bloodline.
So I told you, behind the scenes.
Yep.
I told you, what was the power in Egypt? What was the power behind the Pharaoh? The priesthood. They didn't come, they don't always come out in front now.
Right.
Even in that time, we're talking about, right, exactly.
Just like the bones are the invisible power of your body.
That's right. That's absolutely right. It's another good analogy. The bones-
Because they produce not the blood, but also not the marrow, but the
Immune system.
stem cells. that power the stem cells that power every cell in your body.
And as Don said, also the blood is produced in the bone marrow.
Right, yeah,
It's
the blood
another
cells, yeah.
principle of that life in the blood that
Mhm.
are produced in your bone marrow.
Yep.
And I was looking at it also from the strength.
Mhm.
The bones represent that invisible strength.
Foundation.
Strength within you. Okay, because without bones, you'd be like a
Right.
like a
Big
jellyfish.
jello.
Right,
Yeah.
like jello. Okay. All right, now let's jump over, Terrence, next page, let's see. Yeah, 122, the paragraph, just read the paragraph that says the leading Illuminati.
The leading Illuminati themselves claim that their tradition has existed for over 4,000 years.
And they're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably before that.
Probably for that.
My own words.
Exactly. Go ahead.
The highest circle of the Illuminati that rule our contemporary world are the direct descendants of leaders that, throughout history, have determined the way of our world. Long ago, in the dark, unwritten passages of human history, powerful family dynasties discovered how they could rule over men by torture, magical practices, war, politics, religion, and corporate takeovers. These elite families strategized to perpetuate their occult practices.
See, told you.
Layer upon layers of sorcery have hidden these families from the masses.
Secrecy, I think. But anyway, go ahead.
Is that what I said?
That's okay.
That's
Layers
what I
and layers of
said,
secrecy.
sorcery.
Of secrecy.
Oh, secrecy, yeah.
Mhm.
When we go back in time, we can ask ourselves where and when these powerful families ruled, but will not find the answer anywhere. After a certain time in the public realm, the Illuminati changed their public leadership into an equally powerful position behind the scenes.
There we go. Go again. Behind the scenes, invisible presence. Okay.
It is from this position they rule to this very day.
Okay, skip down to however difficult.
However difficult it is to understand, one satanic bloodline goes back to Babylon, a descendant of Nimrod. Nimrod manifests Satan's first attempt at world dominion. He founded the old Babylon. The main characteristic of satanic activity is the antagonism against God that has remained in the world through time and continues to this day. Alexander the Great and the Roman emperors are proof that this attempt by Satan keeps being repeated.
Okay, that's all we're going to read there. So you see that that is a very core principle for us to understand about these Illuminati. And you see, it tells you right in there, you've been practicing witchcraft, sorcery, black arts, all manner of blood
Ungodliness.
ungodliness, and all these things to get power and control. Okay?
Did you want the scripture Leviticus and John?
Oh, yeah, okay, I'm sorry, get those two. Yes,
This is
thank you.
Leviticus 17 and 11. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls, for it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul. That's Leviticus 17 and 11.
It says the blood maketh an atonement for the soul. Okay.
And then in John 6 and 53, Yahshua said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, except ye eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, ye have no life in you. He who eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. For my flesh is food indeed, and my blood is drink indeed. He that eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood dwelleth in me, and I in him.
Now, excuse me, go ahead.
Is that John 6 and
53.
50. Now, since I got a little bit of time, now remember now, the Messiah is speaking there. He's not talking about literally, as we say in this class of time, chomping on his
Yeah.
literal arm,
Which
flesh and
the
blood.
Illuminati do.
Right, yes, they do that. However, that's not what the Messiah was talking about. He told them, I am the life. You know, he said, my blood is what? The words that I speak unto you.
You want me to read 63?
Yeah, let's go ahead and read it.
John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit, and they are life.
He's trying to clue them in. Look, you're going to eat of my words. Because what? The ear trieth
Words.
words as what?
The
The
mouth.
mouth tastes
Yeah,
meat.
right.
After my death, burial, was trying to give him some clues here. Look, after my death, burial, resurrection, what you're going to continue to partake of or eat of, absorb or ingest in your consciousness is the words of truth that he's preached unto them while he was in the flesh. He told them all to be in the flesh. He also told them, look, you're going to have greater power. When I get off the scene, I'm paraphrasing. Greater power are you going to have than your works of Saul the Messiah do in the flesh. It's got to be that way. How can we fight an invisible enemy or a greater power? We can see some of the physical manifestations of the enemy, like an army. However, some of these bad boys in the background is rough.
Yeah, real rough.
Okay? Like the bad boys back here behind Pharaoh, well, what? Prison. That's right.
That's great power.
They have great power. So he said, look, when I take off the flesh, and paraphrasing, you're going to get a greater power because I'm going to give you, or you're going to partake of the power that's in the Messiah. Be like a baton, handed off, gifted to those that have the consciousness and the spirit to receive. So that's what I'm talking about. That's the power we're going to need as things get heinous down here beyond what you can possibly believe. The system breaks down to a level that's just going to, might make your hair turn gray in one day. And the whole collapse of the system, which is prophesied in the Bible, you can already see it, you can see it coming now, but believe me, just a little bit I've seen, and many people in this class have seen way more than I have, it's going to be just, I don't want to say, devastating hell for those that don't know Yahweh. So, the Bible says men's hearts will fail. I talk about this to my husband all the time. I say, John, a lot of these people are just going to check out of here. They just won't be able to take the pressure. Imagine, can you imagine if you want to run the slide ruler back and forth? Think about Moses now. I tell you, he's been out shepherding 40 years. You think he was ready to do battle with the major world